Hi, YouTube. This is Angie the Anti-Theist, and I want to talk about salvation. I was 3 the first time that I gave my heart to Jesus and asked him to come into my life and forgive my sins and wash me clean. It was with my cousin, and we were in my grandmother's room. She lived with us, and we were kneeling at the foot of her bed and praying the little sinner's prayer, and that was it. That was a very simple salvation. And then there were altar calls at, you know, church choir parties or youth concerts, Bible rallies, and Youth with a Mission, and all the rest. I probably got saved or rededicated myself to Jesus maybe a dozen times over the years. See, I was never really sure that it took. The time when I was 15, that one felt pretty secure. That one was, I still consider like the most significant. But I didn't know how to know for sure if I was going to heaven. I mean, there is the Calvinism question. There are a lot of questions, and you don't actually get answers. You get reassurances. You get told not to worry about it. You get platitudes, but you don't get answers. There is no, or maybe there is, and I just didn't hear it. So I ask you, how do you know for certain if you are saved? How do you put that fear of hell aside? How do you, as a believer, as somebody who believes in this stuff, how do you put that fear of hell aside? How are you absolutely sure that you're going to heaven? And if so, are you absolutely sure that everyone you love is going? And if you're not, how do you deal with that? I want to know how you deal with the outcomes of salvation, the fact that some people aren't saved. Do you blame them? Do you worry that God could be doing more? Do you think that they're evil or misguided, or that they'll get some second chance after this life to get right with God? Do you think I'm going to hell? I want to know. I went to several churches. My grandmother had a cult that was going on in and around our home and family, and then expanding outwards from there. But we also attended church. We went to a charismatic church. I've, attended regularly charismatic church, community church, Lutheran church, Methodist church, Presbyterian church, Vineyard Christian Fellowship, an Episcopalian church. That was it. Yeah, the last one was Episcopalian, St. Catherine's. So, I mean, I've tried a fair number of versions and brands and flavors of Christianity, trying to find something that felt like I was okay. I mean, I was baptized as a kid, but then I did dedications. I had my son baptized as an infant, which, I feel all bad about now. I tried lots and lots of different ways. I was never convinced of once saved, always saved. And that's another question. Do you think once saved, always saved? Or do you think that someone can genuinely believe and know God and fall away and not know him anymore and not believe in him as a real person anymore and go to hell? Or do you think that I never really believed? I'm opening the floor. I would like to hear what you have to say on this. I want to know, both Christians and former Christians, how you view your salvation experience. Are you born again, or were you caught up in a moment of group emotion and music and hysteria like I was, crying on the floor at Bible camp when I was 15? I'd like to know. So let me know. Everybody on YouTube, have a great and godless one. Peace.